all sweaty. Are you ready?
Ready.
I'm nervous. We're pregnant!
Woohoo!
It's been a really long journey getting here, but we're super duper excited to finally share with you guys that we're pregnant. And we have a whole story to go along with it, and we're gonna be answering questions. So make sure you guys stick around till the end of the video. Also, I didn't plan this video very well.
Okay.
But if you guys watched the last video I uploaded where I talked about our previous pregnancy being ectopic, then you guys would know that around August, I began dealing with PTSD. Well, the PTSD was pregnancy induced because on July 26th, I got my first positive pregnancy test. It was very, very faint, and we confirmed it the next day with a very strong positive.
And we've been trying to keep it secret for a really long time.
Yeah, so we found out July 26th, so it's been a really long time.
Feels like a really long time.
I know, it does feel like a long, well, it feels like a long time, and then it feels like not a long time either. So when I went in to get medicine for my PTSD, the doctor really wanted to reassure us that like everything was gonna be okay. So he tried to give us an ultrasound, which showed nothing, which was very scary again. So the doctor then ordered an ultrasound from like a actual ultrasound imaging place, and they had a much stronger machine. And at 5 weeks, 3 days, we were able to see this.
Like a little dot.
Like just a little sack. You see that little spot right there? The little black spot. That's the little sack. That is all that we were able to see. And like there was possibly a tiny little yolk sac or something in there, but like nothing definitive. So the ultrasound tech couldn't like assure us. So I was still not very assured with that, because after our previous loss, I really had a hard time like accepting and getting really excited for this pregnancy. And I think you did in a little bit of ways too. So seeing an empty sac was not reassuring for me at all. And I definitely want to make another video in the future talking about my whole first trimester experience. So yeah, definitely make sure to stay tuned for that. But then another week later, we were able to go in to the OB office.
This is August 25th.
Yeah, this is August 25th. Let's see, I was 7 weeks, 5 days, and we were able to see.
Wait, this was the day like we found out, this was the day we were like, everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, this is the day where they were like, look at this. Do you remember when they were that small? Oh my gosh, I can't believe we had just this little bean.
And we were told like everything looks normal and...
Yeah, but it was still at 7 weeks, 5 days, so that was like right at the 8-week ultrasound. So it was still like, hey, you kind of got a little ways to go. So then we had another ultrasound at September
14th.
September 14th, 10 weeks, 5 days, and we were able to see that. We were able to see this. Our little bean has a head and a body.
By the way, the big head was like on the bottom right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a head.
Yeah, the bottom part's the head. Chris was like, he's been like assured since 8 weeks, but like me, it has taken me till like just now pretty much to like finally be secure in the pregnancy, because when you have something like, I don't know, like if this is the way everyone's brain works, but like my brain, when I had something really rare happen to me, my brain then convinced myself that anything rare and like bad was going to happen to me, everything. So like this was the ultrasound though, I remember, I'm pretty sure they told us like, okay, this is almost, you're at 11 weeks, like, you know, the chances of something going wrong at this point are like 0.5%. So like we could totally be assured everything was looking healthy. And then on September 28th, 12 weeks and 6 days, we got to see that. The baby. We got to see their little face and everything. You can see their little nose in that picture and everything. It's just like, oh man, that one was cool. It's bringing up the emotion again. That one was a really good ultrasound. But of course, because my brain, I was still pretty sure that something was gonna go wrong. That was at 12 weeks and 6 days. currently I am sitting at just over 19 weeks. 19 weeks in like 2 days. The following Tuesday, this video is gonna be uploaded on the weekend. The following Tuesday is when I will reach 20 weeks. So obviously we have been keeping this a secret for a really long time. I mean, I'm almost halfway through. Like, the baby's almost halfway done cooking at this point. So we are super duper excited to finally have some good news to share with you guys. And if you guys watched the last thank you video, thank you for watching that video. I really felt like we couldn't share the good news without thanking you guys for the support on the video where I shared with you all that we had an ectopic pregnancy. But we're pregnant! We're gonna have a baby!
Yep.
So,
I'm a dad.
You're a dad! Look, and it's my phone background too. Okay, so I took a screenshot of some questions that I prepared for you guys. Some frequently asked questions that I figured would probably be asked. When did we find out? That was July 26th. Answered how far along we are, just over 19 weeks. Do our families know? Yes, both of our families do know, as well as some of our closest friends. Do we have footage of telling our friends and families? So,
we have the first one.
We took footage for the first pregnancy when we announced it to our family, and then this pregnancy being so close and like, I don't know, still being so raw from the loss, we really decided that we needed this time just for us to be able to process it. So we don't have any footage of that, which is a little sad, but I am glad that we got to experience it. How am I feeling / doing? Now I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, I want to make a video about the first trimester and like everything that I had gone through, but I'm doing pretty good. And like, honestly, I feel like I've had a relatively easy pregnancy. It's really been all of the mental health that has made the pregnancy the hardest, for sure. Do we know the biological gender of our baby?
We're gonna say
we do know.
Okay, we know.
We know. We found out by an NIPT test, which is a blood test that they do early in pregnancy, and it's supposed to be very accurate. It's supposed to be very, very accurate. Yeah. So we know according to the blood test. However, our anatomy scan, which will like 100% confirm,
which is soon,
is this following week. So we'll have the like for sure answer this week.
That like everything is okay.
Yeah, that like everything's okay. Like this one checks to make sure that the baby's developing properly, and like, yeah, so this one's a really, really important scan. But we will know for sure, and then I think we'll tell you guys after we know for sure, just in case, because I mean, you never know. Do we have any names picked out?
Are we gonna say that?
We do have a name picked out, assuming that they come out the gender that we were told from the blood test.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're gonna keep that a secret. I was thinking until birth, because honestly, I don't really want any unsolicited criticism or advice on the name we picked, because we like it, and that's all that matters to me.
Cool, yeah.
Are you having any sympathetic pregnancy symptoms?
Like if I'm throwing up?
Yeah, like are you feeling sick when I'm feeling sick? If I have a headache, do you have a headache? If, you know, if I'm nauseous, are you nauseous? No. I'd say though, you are pretty empathetic, and when I am suffering, you do feel really bad for me.
Yeah. I more feel like our pain, like we have a ton of pain behind the pregnancy, our first pregnancy especially, and so that's carrying over to this one. And I think that's mostly, I feel a lot of what you feel in that department.
That alone has been the hardest part of this entire pregnancy for me, was dealing with that. And I really want to make a video talking about pregnancy after loss, because I feel like there isn't a lot of information on what to expect the second time after you've lost, you know. So I do want to make a video about that, but again, I don't know.
Like, this is our pregnancy announcement, but I'm like, I'm happy about our pregnancy, but at the same time, I'm still sad.
It's still
from the previous, and it's like everything's happening at the same time. Yeah. So those are my pregnancy symptoms. Really the emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly. That is the perfect way to put it. Do we plan on showing our baby online after they're born?
We spoke about this a few times.
Yes, And currently as of right now, and granted things can change, we kind of want to take the more private approach that we've seen other vloggers take. A huge inspiration for us would be, for example, Casey Neistat, where they still share things about their children's lives, but their children's identity as far as like their face is kept private, because even though that we have a presence online, if our child wants a presence online, it's something that I want them to be able to decide for themselves and not have just because we already have that.
Yeah, like we don't want to create our child's online persona.
Exactly.
They should do that themselves.
Yeah, because they're their own person, and like that's another thing too, like if they want to be online, I think that it is important that they also have an online identity that's like separate from us, so they don't feel like they're just Ashely and Chris's child.
Yeah.
Online, you know? But that's really important for us, just that our kid gets to make their own decisions.
Yeah, and like
Recently, we have launched a Patreon page, so we're considering posting more personal stuff there for those of you that are like really interested in that content. But it's not decided yet. We were not 100% sure.
Everything's still up in the air.
Yeah, it's kind of like we'll figure it out as it comes. And the last question, which we kind of already answered, but it's the last one I could think of that you guys might ask, is how are we feeling about being pregnant?
I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, I'm really happy, really excited, but as we said, we still have a lot of baggage or residue. I don't know what the proper term is, but we still have a lot of emotions towards the pregnancy that we lost. But we're still very excited for this baby, and we're still really, really happy that this baby gets to come into our life.
Yeah.
And we really want to be able to celebrate this baby, and I think we're more at a place now where we can do that as opposed to like where we were a month or two or three ago. Like
just this little bit of emotions that come up now, like a few months ago, it's like we couldn't even sit down and make a video.
Yes, exactly. Like we said, we want to share our pregnancy journey, and I want to share things about pregnancy after loss. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel so that way you guys don't miss any future videos. And I think the last thing for us to show is the bump shot. People are going to want to see my bump.
Okay.
Here is the bump. Can you see it?
There it is.
The bump. This is 19 weeks and 2 days. 19 weeks, 2-day bump.
Sometimes I wonder if they could feel the warmth of my hand.
So that's it. I want to post more bump shots on our social media, so there will be links and everything down below if you guys want to follow us and keep up with our journey. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. We're so happy to be able to let you in on this secret. I can't believe how good it feels to let everyone know.
Yeah, now everyone knows, and now I get to talk about it. But the only thing is the gender. That's the hard part. I know, because we do refer to them with the pronouns that we think that they'll use, or at least, you know, at first. So we'll announce that soon. We have to I just want to make sure, you know. Me, a worrywart, gotta make sure, gotta wait for that anatomy scan. Thank you guys again so much for your support, and until the next vlog, we will talk to you guys later.